Norodom Sihanouk, former head of the state of the royal government of Cambodia, traced the cultural evolution in Southeast Asia to the pervasive Indian cultural influence. When we refer to 2,000-year-old ties which unite us with India, it is not at all a hyperbole. In fact, it was about 2,000 years ago that the first navigators, Indian merchants and Brahmins brought to our ancestors their gods, their techniques, their organization. Briefly, India was for us what Greece was to Latin Orient. Cambodia's Hinduism can be traced back to the Funan kingdom, which ruled between 100 BC and 500 AD. During this period, kings worshipped Vishnu and Shiva. When the Khmer Empire came to power, Hinduism remained the dominating religion until Jayavarman VII. Angkor is a region in Cambodia that served as the seat of the Khmer Empire, the largest empire of Southeast Asia that flourished between the 9th and 15th centuries. This ancient and revered Cambodian province is home to astonishing and enduring architectural evidence of the Khmer Empire's Hindu and Mahayana Buddhist beliefs. The temples of Angkor are awe-inspiring reminders of what was the largest pre-industrial urban center in the world. In Cambodia and in the mighty remains of Angkor, the only artistic influence that can be detected is from India. Angkor Wat, built in the early 12th century, served as a monument to a powerful king, Suryavarman II, and also as his tomb. The temple, dedicated to Vishnu, covers over a square mile. Its beautifully carved bas-reliefs depict scenes from the Indian epic, the Ramayana, and from Suryavarman's life. Nowhere in the world outside India one can see the glory of its past splendor so well exhibited as in Cambodia. There are several hundred Hindu and Buddhist temple ruins throughout the countryside, especially around the town of Siem Reap near the large lake Tonle Sap. Siem Reap is the heart of the country. Here is where the splendid temple Angkor Wat has stood for nearly 900 years. All the gods of the Hindu pantheon are represented in temple sculpture. Shiva and Vishnu were held in high esteem. Ramayana and Kurukshetra war are depicted on entire walls of stone sculptures. A masterpiece bas-relief is that of the legendary churning of the ocean by the gods and demons. The scattered temples are mostly deserted reminders of the former glory of the Khmer people, the dominant people of the region. Their kingdoms waxed and waned, to include parts of Thailand, Siam, Vietnam, Champa, and Laos at various times. Mostly neglected for centuries and then ransacked and looted by occupying forces, the treasures of Cambodia are scattered all over the world now, mostly taken by Europeans. Smuggling of artifacts continues to this day. Cambodia has a very checkered history of war and destruction. The Cambodian Sahasra Linga is located 25 kilometers from Angkor Wat. There are statues of Hindu gods Lakshmi, Rama and Hanuman in addition to the lingas. The place is called Kabul Speen and its meaning is the head bridge. This place is not easily accessible. The river Slang Kabul Speen flows from the Kulin Mountains. There is a 50 feet high waterfalls which adds beauty to this holy spot. Long ago kings used to come here for holy bath. No one knew who carved these lingas and for what purpose. But the tourists are told that the lingas are symbols of creative energy, and the river water that flows on the lingas will make the Cambodian paddy fields more fertile. A lot of Hindu symbols were destroyed during the civil war in Cambodia. But these Sahasra Linga were not affected because of the surrounding thick forest. One of the remarkable sculptures here is of Mahavishnu, and Brahma emerges from his belly on a lotus flower. It is very heartening to see Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, all the three greats of the Hindu trinity, at the same place. Visit an intricately carved Shiva temple, which is located 30 kilometers northeast of Siem Reap. The Hindu temple of Banti Shri is dedicated to Lord Shiva. The most intricately carved temple in Angkor complex, the temple of Banti Shri is a jewel of Khmer art. Built in 10th century, it is one of the oldest temples in the archaeological complex. The lavishly decorated interiors of Banti Shri boast elaborate carvings of women with lotus flowers and scenes from Ramayana. The beauty of Banti Shri is that this miniature masterpiece is loaded with exquisite decorations. Riamka is a Cambodian epic poem based on the Ramayana epic. The name means glory of Rama. It is the national epic of Cambodia. More than just a reordering of the epic tale, the Riamka is a mainstay of the royal ballads repertoire. Like the Ramayana, it is a philosophical allegory, exploring the ideals of justice and fidelity as embodied by the protagonists, King Rama and Queen Sita. The epic is well known among the Khmer people for its portrayal in Khmer dance theatre, in various festivals across Cambodia. The National Museum of Phnom Penh, Cambodia is one such museum that unveils the history of the Khmer Empire. The museum is the largest in the world in terms of Khmer art and includes sculpture, ceramics, woodwork, and much more. Sculptures from Hindu mythology and religion like Vishnu, Shiva, Ganesha, Garuda gaze at you while Sanskrit lithographs hold your attention. The Buddha makes his serene presence felt, while the Ramayana in its Khmer version known as Reamkir has you fascinated. Right from the beginning of the Funan kingdom, sometime in the 4th century to the grandeur of the Angkor era, the dance of Hinduism and Buddhism relives itself in the National Museum Phnom Penh, Cambodia.